Hello, hello. Welcome back. All right. So, if we go this way, we're going to go off and deliver that hard nut that we have stuff for. And we can take out some ladybugs. And some ground squirrels. And now, if we look at the hunter's log, we can see we've got 2 complete, which is doing pretty good. There's someone around this area. Thinking probably up there. That requires assistance. You've come to lend a hand, have you? Well, then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly endless list. I'll need you to head west along the road and scrub down to uh, the Malmstones. I swear by Nofika, these signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with Wana, a Tree Speak Stables. Once you've seen to them, she'll be glad to hear the milestones are clean for the next 3 bells at least. Well, that's fine. We've got to head towards the stalls anyway, so we can do them along the way. Careful on our way coming down. If you want for work, I have need of an adventure willing to dirty his hands. No, I speak of dark deeds. I mean only to have you deliver something I myself would not dare venture deep into the Twelves Woods, but you seem more capable of defending yourself. My colleague Gillian will furnish you with the item in question and provide you with all the necessary directions. She should be somewhere behind the stable supervising the field hands. Where's that damn thing gone this time? Oh, I ain't looking for a chocobo, though one of the birds is becoming a proper bloody handful. No, it's a snaffle for her bridle that I'm after. Bugger's gone and vanished, I see. Our snaffles are made of special to fit each chocobo's beak, like so, replacing every tiny snaffle like the one in your gas bugger. Me, is that tis the self same one that we lost, but why is it so sticky? And are these teeth marks? Stranger, I don't know what foul beast gob you found this in, or what providence delivered you, the hero that slew it, to me here today, but you, my deepest thanks. With this here Snapple, I can finally get back to training that yellow feathered menace of mine. Take this with my thanks. Okay, we can wear the hempen tabard to give us 17 more, or keep the hempen half robe, which keeps us the same defense. So let's go with the new tabard. He has a new quest. If you mind to make yourself useful, why don't you call some Mitlins for us? We train a lot of chocobo here, see, and the young'uns go wild and they get a sniff of Mitlin. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy training the chocobo when she drops. Hello? Okay. I don't know when I lost the mic, but hopefully. See, normally I don't read these things, I just blow through them. But on behalf for you people, I'm doing that. Alright, as we know, there is one more thing to do. So that person wants us to get the things cleaned. But we have someone back here who has a job for us. Well, I'll be. My own have actually found someone willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap sacks over yonder, atop the crate A. Tain't the most convenient location to be sure, but where else would we start sinking shite? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. Deliver it to Nolan down at Blessed Bud. That's west of here, in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his gardening pretty blooming serious. So come over here, grab burlap sack, and off we can go. Looks like I could take a slight down this way. Fate is short, a full active time event. These public quests occur periodically in real time around Erosia and anyone to participate. What it is just a group of fighting that you can join, and you might win. But I know we need to kill Mitlins, so that's what I'm off to do. We slew enough Mitlins for our hunting log, but we still need to get them for the quest the person wanted us to do. bounty of chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure the continued growth. Please rely my serious thanks to Fiona upon your return to Tree Speak Stables, and a word of advice: wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying stench of feces lingers. And here we're in the fate, but it also looks like these things are part of our. These are the fate. We have to kill so many of them, as you can see over there. It says level 3 and how much time we have to do so. And as we kill them, the bar increases. The idea is to fill that bar before it disappears. And we just did. So the fate is now complete. So we did what we're needing to do. And as you can see, they're all running away because they were part of that fate. You see the symbol next to that Ilex Slowbeak? That means they're going to attack if you're near. If they sense you, they're going to attack. Um, Usually, what I do is I look to see, are they something that's on my list? Not really. They're level 5. I'm level 7. I can do it. Fate rewards. Once a fate is complete, the window displaying your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed at all event participants and are based not only on success but on the contribution. The more active you are in completing event objectives, the greater your contribution will be deemed, and the contribution is indicated in the window. Don't have to fight those. I have things here. I have some things done. This is one of those things that needed cleaned. The Malm Stone. Before we head back up, let's see if we can't find that other Malm Stone. Looks like we're coming up on it, because to turn in the task for that is back where we wanted to be anyway, so. Now we have 4 things done. So let's take these back and return them and see what we get. And why are you guys not hearing sound off the system? Ah, there it is. There was no sound going at the time. That would be why. Very, very unique. A sentry killed something that wanted to get close. Thank you for your help. We finally get back to training the young birds. Chocobos skittish by nature see, and training them takes a deal of patience. It doesn't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. Any road, we're grateful for your help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. We haven't forgotten how you helped out with them Midlands. Speaking of which, if you got time to spare, could I trophy for some amphits? You see, you find them living in the tanglewood undergrowth near Blessed Bud, but don't be surprised if your present attracts a starving ladybug or two rather than find the wee vilekin you see. When you've gathered the aphids, deliver them to Captain Giller at the Etot Spire and tell him Treespeace Stable sends its regards. Let's go over here, speak to Fiona. Welcome back, friend. I gather the smell that the task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you that the sex contents? I cannot apologize enough. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, that what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles and my thanks. What's that? You've been cleaning milestones? Why, thank you. With all the chores that need to be doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In the state the creatures around here are wont to lay their eggs on them. So, to why? Well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we cannot have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of spring brew will keep the beasts away. Did you hear about Dammit of Hearst Mill? Apparently, Oop Oops crept into her stores and made off with homunti beans. Apparently, Oop Oops wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste. But food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the sun. Still, I can't stand to see Demeter in so dispirited. Would you track down these thieving poops and recover the manti beans and told 6 bags of taken, all told? Demata is well respected by the women of Hersmill, so it would do well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hersmill lies just to the north of here. You'd like to run oop oops on the way. With luck, you may encounter the bean thieves themselves. So we have an item over here, something up here, another fate up this way. And we have these items to find along our way. So let's go be on our way. I see oop oops with what seems to be the correct things above their heads. And we found 3 of the 6 beans so far. I think we'll find all 6 of them here. And there we found all those, so we've got all the bean sacks. Before I leave Tree Speak here, I want to go down into where that other fate is. Oh boy. I think it's a fate I've already done, which in that case, I'm not going to do it again right away. But I'm looking for this person too that has. We found the aphids. So we have what we need here. Several more violent. Brethren. He wants to keep webbing me. That fate is completed. We got everything we needed off that. So now our map shows off we go. What was the way up to that spire? What's the way down? I think the way up's over this way. Yep, found it. And the person that we gotta talk to, roped off means either you're never gonna be able to get in there, or you might get in there at a later date. What's that? You have something for me? Ah, aphids from Budwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we of aphids, you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There is not better to maintaining their weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Bodwin personally, and thanks to you as well, my friend. Ah, Draco, just a fellow. Your efforts on behalf of Tree Peak Stables and Marks. You are a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft mayhap, you would agree to help us in a fight against IXL. According to reports, IXL scouts have been sighted by the river due west of here. Though that area is uninhabited, its borders Tree speaks Stables and Blessed Bud. We have mean to drive them off before they threaten our people. If several other scouting parties were similarly dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 Ixo Dull Talons, 2 Ixo Lost Wings, and 2 Ixo Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. And just start fighting. And they're all slayed. It looks like now we go back up and turn that back into him. But before we turn that back into him, let's clear the center screen. Roll actions. Roll actions are spells or weapon skills that are assigned to all classes within a role: tank, melee, DPS, or ranged DPS, which become a melee DPS, a healer, rather than specific class role or actions learned the same manner class via leveling. Only need to be learned once to be able to use them one with a participating class with a role. The role section has been added to action and traits found under the character in the menu. Selecting it will display the role actions you have learned. And in this case, second wind is what the role action was. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We could muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. I must needs consult with the commander. Alright, so wow, that's one huge bear. Takes a level 50 to fight him. Not on my agenda today. I'm not even a fifth of him. I hate that whenever I move the map so I can see what's going on, I forget to always click back here. Don't remember if we had to fight microcubes. Yes, 3 of them. Did we have to do mid swarms? I don't think so. No. So, I'm not going to worry about that little swarm of flies, gnats, bees, whatever they are. Alright. This person has a task for me. Ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace, hammer smell, and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community and we hardly any fighting folks, so there's always a need for battle savvy types, what with the beasties lurking about. As it happens, we've been suffering from outbreak of mids Of late, the buggers are driving our patrols to destruction. Now, if you want to exterminate, say, half a dozen of swarms, we'd know you as a friend. Okay, so now we have reason to fight that mid-swarm, but we found one over here, so... I'm in a fate. But I don't want to be in a fate. I'm in the process of doing something to prove I am worthy to this town. I have to kill off 6 of these swarms. Alright, there's number 4. So 4 is gone. I see 5 sitting right up here. And there's 6. They'll give it to him to show that, hey, we are friendly and I'm sorry, they're under attack. And we failed the fate. We didn't help him out in time. Sometimes it happens. You've done us a kindness and proven yourself capable besides. Take this with Hearst Mills thanks. Before you go, I saw something else you could do for us. Mind you going to the hedge tree and seeing that's all? Well, since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixel pecking around her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the hedge tree, well, it don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much more obliged if you head southeast to Hedge Tree and see that no harm come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter an Ixel, send him packing. Be warned though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? Now there's another task here. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young man? You have something for me? My missing bags of muntoy beans. But how? You didn't track down those wretched Upas, did you? I had all but given up hope before you arrived. With these beans, I can make enough muntoy tonic for everyone in Mill. As long as I have enough micro to leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored muntoy tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And do you know what? He drained the whole cup in one gulp without making so much as a face. Oh, he grows stronger and braver by the day, nay, by the very hour. Neither that or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. Oh dear, if I'm making this much muntoy tonic, I'll need far more micro-chew leaflets. Young man, would you be so kind as fetch me 4 leaflets for the micro-chews outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of munchoy tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch this stuff, not unless you add micro two leaves anyway. Apparently, the taste and the smell are too distracting, or some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like an Ishmaelian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along, fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. This one, I'm thinking tool supply, Hamlet, smithy, armor. There's someone over here who needs help. Oh, there they are. You have a look of adventure. Adventurers love low tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick a glimpsum for me. You haven't the faintest idea what glimpsum is, do you? Glimpsum is the common name for a variety of fungus with unique white phosphorus. Why do you say a glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There's a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across. The brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I'd love to be able to harvest glowing mushrooms myself, but there's a small matter of Pixel Scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go then. Truth be told, I think a lot of these people just like to order the adventurers around. Do this, do that, do this, do that. One leaf, 2 leaves, 3 leaves, 4 leaves. Return this right back to her, because it looks like most of the other stuff is outways, and we're poisoned, but it will wear off. Did you manage to get me my leaves? Let's see, yes, that's 4, right, Sniff Sniff? Such a lovely scent. Now you gathered only the 4 I asked for, and not one more, yes? Oh, I know I shouldn't have asked, but these days more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect the life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful, know the value of life, and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain with 12 woods, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and the elements. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gradanian. Why, just the other day I caught him with his friends throwing Muntoy beans at each other. Needless to say, it was terrible cross. Who wouldn't be? And all set to give the memorable scolding when I noticed they were playing in teams and that my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't have been proud, but when I saw that he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was clear to me that he was a born leader. Where was it? Oh, yes. You see, later that day I was cooking dinner and he quite without prompting offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know. Alright, we can get a pot hat and get us up to ether, which, again, I'm not really having any magic at the time. So armor is usually a good thing. Before I take off, we had a Wrong room. Wrong building. I know we have a smith around here. Bone harpoon will go up 3. Bronze spear takes me up 5. And that's all I can do because the rest of these are short bows, wands, keens, and crooks. So let's go with our bronze spear. We have quite a bit of money, I thought I saw. So let's go to our armory chest. Here's our bronze spear. Let's equip that. The weathered spear. Let's move that down here to the bottom. And I wonder, will it let me? It's only 8% spirit bound. Will it let me sell it? Press this to sell. Press this to open up my chest. And they gave me 2 coins. And I have 1,558. So, knowing that, here's an armor. Let's get some battle gear. The bronze coif would help for 2. Hard pot hat. I think we got one of those. I might not have put it on yet. So, before we do that, armor chest, hard leather pot hat. Let's equip that. Let's talk to the armor before we do anything else. Let's sell this. Gives us 2. Not a lot of money, but we don't have it sitting around, which I probably should have kept them. So if we buy the coif, we're at the same. I patched it down to hard leather pot hat, which is what we got. Bronze chest would take us up 20. 17 for the tabard. Up 20 for the acton. 11 for the cowl. Let's buy the shirt. They've got fingerless gloves that will take us up. Leather mitts that will take us up even more. I like the fingerless gloves. And we already own that. So must not mean I equipped it. So, alright, pants. 17, 20. Let's go with that. Now feet. 13, 15. Why more leggings when that was feet? Oh, because it's considered feet? Alright. 15. So let's put that on. Now, we can always go in the armory chest, each one by one by one by one, slowly doing it. Or you can bring up character. You can move the little thing over to this sparkly person. Click it, and it shows you what items if you replaced. Because now I can put on a Ring of Freedom, and I put on these other things, equip them. It equips it all right up. Now, gear set list, I'm going to click that. I'm going to click the add to have my Lancer with what he's got right now. Because if I take and do one of those other job classes, carpenter, blacksmith, I'm going to be at level 1 and I'm pretty much going to be naked. And then when you switch back, you're naked. So if you have gear sets, you can click on the gear set and it just puts it right back on. And I'm wondering, because I'm a Lancer, it would be nice to know food, maybe? Or blacksmithing. I think I'll try to learn blacksmithing next time I'm in a big town where I can find people that train. Now here's a mender. I don't know if he's going to. Oh, he's going to let me purchase tools and items and repair gear. Alright, so right here you can see here's gear that's equipped. It wants a total of 4p to fix it. Not worth it because I'm not worried about it. Let's see what tools he's got. Oh, these are for the different things. Botanist, leather worker, carpentry. Yeah, none of those are things I'd want to do. Let's see what items. Potions, ethers, eye drops, dark matter. And fishing items. Don't think you had anything else that I want to look at. Field gear. Field gear are your all classes. This is the gear that you're going to wear when you're doing your side things that are not war or magic. And these are things that you'd want to get or keep. And right now, since I don't have a class that I'm doing, I don't see a sense of having them. So we have those. We are taken up to our next levels. The envelope that you see on the map, that's your delivery Mugo. He can take messages back and forth to friends that you have. And I don't have any per se, so up we go. Now we're coming up to a fate. That's a level 8 monster there. I'm level 9. I think we can do it. It wants us to fight this thing. Oh, we got to now. It sensed us. If you see, I play move. When I was doing my Pugulus, I would not do that. But with this guy, I've got to because you don't know what's going to happen. Hoping I can kill him before he kills me. And that fate is done. Now, given time, I'm going to re-heal as it goes. One guy wanted the glow shroom, we can get the glow shroom. Here's a sanctuary. But I don't think there's anything we need in here. It would take us over here to the Glimmering Ruins, but that's not something we need right now. So let's leave out of here, go back through the Peace Gardens, get over to the hedge tree. Because once we get the hedge tree done, we should then be able to turn in a few things. I can see we've got 3 done right now, only 1 is showing on our map. And we did our duty. So, from what it looks like, we've got 4 things we can turn in. Once I figure out everywhere we can turn it in, we will. Well, Hello, Treant. We know we can turn 2 in here, so let's go in and do that. So an Ixo, did you? Ah, bloody birds think twice before coming near our home hamlet. The Ixo once dwell in the Twelves Woods, but long ago they woke the green rats and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased with us Gardinians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment that kindled their hatred for us. But I suspect I'm boring. By defending the hedge tree, you once more proven yourself a friend of Emerson. If you could spare a moment, I ask that you speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand, and I think none better than the system than you. And neither of these now are good for me. That's the same. This isn't all classes. I'm going to take it. That way, when I start doing my other stuff and I get near level 8, I can wear the boots. You're able to find the glowing rooms? To foretell the obvious question, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the hiring population of Grandinia, though it can now be cured through a simple conjury. It doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of medicine. After all, out here in Himstable, we can't always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventurers, though, And it looks like one person wants something here. And I don't know what they want. Oh, the fate. The fate's joined again. Let's get these things killed this time. Let's win this fate. We did it! And I now learned leg sweep. Alright, so now we can go off and find out what this person wanted us to do. Pardon me, good sir. Might you be a venturer of whom Aidbrick speaks so highly? If you could spare a moment. I've never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me a cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts, sparkling jewels and fine silks, over which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon. All from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of the mysterious benefactor. And so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Albert, the infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gradania. I realize now that all the presents were taken from others, and that I have unwittingly won the affections of dangerous criminals. But that's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside Hemsdale, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I'm at a loss. I beg of you, good sir, will you not go in my stead? I only wish to be left in peace, but I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Off we go to protect a maiden's virtue. Off we go like any warrior of old. We found our destination, and here we sit, waiting to protect her virtue. Sorry, Albert, but you ain't going to do. All for naught. I give thanks that you're unharmed at least. A letter for me? Doot doot doot. My dearest Emiria, I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summer of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not really enough. I long to live together with you in Hempstead, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with white Charlemagne you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known, and I'll never be forgiven. The most I can hope is for you to know my heart, that would grant me a measure of peace, and so it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Albert. I don't think you can write to him anymore. We killed him. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Draco. His most precious gift. I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? Is Albert? No, no, it can't be. Anyway, he must return the presents to their rightful owners. I know you will not erase this, Albert sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me the final request, but could you go to Virginia and speak with a woman named Mother? You should find her in the Caroline canopy. Tell her all that transpired here today. She'll know what to do. Alright, so There's something at the central shroud. The foul bait is over here. So is the divisional labor. And so is this one. So my thought is we are here. Let's go to Fall Ground Fleet. Let's attune ourselves there. Should be a simple go. Yes, I could run a chocobo, but I don't know if it would take me there, per se. So I'm going to go by foot. Now we do know from inspecting earlier, though this might look a little dangerous, as these look like monsters, that this possibly can take us where we want to go. You won't take me down? I can't get down there? Okay. Is there a passageway? Oh, here. Uh-oh. That dryad's a mean dryad. Oh, there's creatures here that are high level. Oh, this ain't good. I'm only a level 10. This ain't good. I'm gonna have to make a run. And just hope nothing catches sight of me. Or I can outrun it. That creature caught sight of me. And I'm running. I'm running. I'm running for the win. And I made it to a sanctuary. Yay me. Let's come up here and let's get attuned. Now that we know more than 1/8 here, we can teleport. Teleport is going to cost us money. But I don't have to worry about teleport right at the moment when I can do the return. Okay. Sorry about that. I stepped away for a second while we were teleporting. A message from Emirian Emerson, you say? I see. Oh, Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods. Worry not. Yes, I know the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential market. In the ebony stalls, you see, this boy had a sister, and chamomile was her favorite flower. Seeking only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate, and those who think only of survival think little of law. A common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. And now you know the truth. The sister Albert loved so dearly is Emiria. Emiria is too young to remember when Albert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and her parents were forced to move to Hempstead to maintain the fiction. By now, Emiria's surely heard rumors of her long lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty, and whatever faint memories she once may have had a long time ago. But Albert has never forgotten Emiria despite the danger. I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send Emiria some chamomile seeds, by the way, of thanks for helping us to recover the stolen goods. If only it were as simple as returning them to the rightful owner. Sadly, Albert's crimes will not be easily forgiven. Perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and the flowers bloomed, he will have found a new path. Alright, so don't think there's anything more in town we have to do. Short of, I wanted to find. Let's look at the map. Archer? No. Carpenter? No. Botanist Guild. Shop. Amphitheater. A trader. Achievement Exchange. Lancers Guild. Leather Workers Guild. Does not look like they have anything here, but I want to go to that achievement exchange. I want to see something. So, how am I getting there? The amphitheater looks like maybe the closest thing. And then we said we wanted to go up this way. That's a shop. Nothing I want at the time, I don't feel. What's this? You're able to see me? That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence. And so that to mark this fatal occasion, I shall make a gift of a magical potion Fantasia, it's called, and legend holds that it allows you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. Untradeable items. Dun dun dun. Kind of doddering old man like me up at the company. Tell me, do you like tales? I have a good tale, especially true ones. Hope I lived. If you have any, share, I'd be all ears. Does not look like I can do anything with any of these. Action and traits. Rolls. Looks like a bloodbath is coming in 2 more levels. Piercing talon in 3 more and 5 more levels. Alright, achievements. I don't know. I don't see anything there. This puts us back in New Gridinia. Woohoo! Alright. I've got to put my food in the oven. Go have a small break. So I will be right back. Hello and welcome back. Okay, so off we go into Central Shroud. Let's look at our hunting log. We have fungus, a black eft, Yarzan, hoglet. Looks like almost everything is what we need to fight. And we can fight it all because they say levels, and we're at 10, so anything here we can fight right now. So if we find them, we know we're going to do it. While we're on our way to our next task. Oh, there's a fungus. We got to kill 3 of those. Here's the 3rd fungus. Okay, we killed our funguses. Looks like we have a couple things to turn in here, and I see one to get. Greetings, Draco Dragonborn. Mother sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred. I'm responsible for training our twin otter recruits. Thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12 Woods has much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elements wanes and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos, and a great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, shifting the weak into sprung. Though it may not appear to the eyes of the outsider, 12 Woods is ailing, its once rich variety fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is sacred duty, and it is my hope the adventurers such as you will offer an aid in their struggle. Listen to their requests, do all the work you can. May the elements bless the endeavors. That one takes us down. This would help for our all classes when we can start doing them. I see you're eager to lend a hand, Draco. This as well. I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I've established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbre era, many a 12 Woods creatures transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor is sufficient quality, present yourself for my inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, and feet with level 5 or above before returning to speak with her. You can view the character menu and equip the first select armory cast. Da 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 da. Let's give this person a delivery. Huh? You certain you weren't followed? Yes, this is what I requested, stranger. I was expecting someone with rather more experience. So your usual bulk at outrageous payments prior to delivery. Honestly, I'm amazed you made it this far. These woods are teeming with anoles and other nasties ready to make a quick meal the unprepared. I recommend the bravery and thank you for your trouble. Here, take the remainder of the fee. I should be very happy to employ you. Again, wait. Did you see that? It looked like an animal. Quickly, go before you bring it in here and get us all killed. So the pants will take me down, but that will work for my all classes. What more does he want? Perfect timing. I was looking for a likely lad to track down some twin otter initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training, exhausted from the month of solid drills. I expect, considering current physique state, I rather doubt they wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention wild beasts or blood. They're fine. I'm certain of it. Seek out the wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Oh there, Adventure. If it's work you seek, then look no further. Instructor Marstel needs a volunteer to bring him some bog yargan shells for the recruits to practice on. You'll find yards in the river south of here. Once you've pried the capricus from the 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor. 3 talk with this one. I think you'll pass the muster. You'd be surprised how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning decent armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Draco. Bone harpoon were better. I don't use a sharp bow. I don't use a maple wand. So in this case, none of these help me at all. So we'll take the bronze pieces. Draco, by your terrorist efforts, you've proven yourself a friend to Gridani, I believe, be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you on a mission to consider important. I need secrecy. Prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I'm authorized to tell you that concerns of suspicious activity in the 12 Woods. Say that you lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Good time is so listen well. You will by now have heard the suspicious individual has been seen prowling in the 12 Woods, and you may also be aware of the Ixal activity has arisen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that the increased coincidence almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down the unknown visitor. Alas, our query has proven exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our query unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take the toll on the citizens. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in the investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I'm hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at the Lifemen Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Yo ho! Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support lest our query catch sign of the presence and invade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Dun dun dun. Why is this person slumbering? Snore, just a few more minutes, mother. Snore, Sergeant Collision. Interruptions. I must be late for training. get to training. I don't want to go when you guys are firing arrows. Can you not see him attempting to become one with the nature? Leave me be, good sir. What? Sergeant sent you? Matron Streets? I better get back before she makes her boot one on my backside. Dun dun dun. We got a shell. Got a shell. Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Who are you? You say the sergeant's looking for me. How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. Thank you, Draco. All the initiatives are now present and accounted for. It's always the same, you know. Handful of recruits invariably lose focus for a short while after being assigned to a new unit. The first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain of constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always the best solution, though. I've their morale to think about, after all. Still, I might have given them quick blasts a good measure. What can I say? This is one battle I'm not afraid to fight. Dun dun dun. You come here to train? Not a new recruit, then. What? Ah, the Yarzan shells I ordered. Marlin do requisition. I see he's learned to delegate authority, to, if nothing else. Now that I've the carapaces, I can send my recruits to some specialized drills. They are already adept at hitting a target, of course, but they need practical knowledge of exactly where a monster like the Yarzan is most vulnerable. Thanks for your efforts. I've no doubt that they'll fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourself. Both they and the Bannock are safe for your help. Okay, we can take this meal, which helps our direct rates, our vitality, and our speed. We can take tree trog legs, which again helps with our direct rate, vitality, and speed. Nothing changed. Oh, skill speed and spell speed. Hmm. I think skill speed is better, since I'm not fighting spells at this time. What's the sergeant of the recruits want? Excuse me, I'm supposed to be participating in a group training exercise for Order of Twin Adder recruits. but my party is short a few members, and would you mind joining me? It would only take a few moments. Okay, that's done. Looks like I had a misdirection. No easy way out there, so I'm gonna come out this gateway. Something up here. That's the casing of the shadows. Oh, there's a black aft. Don't remember how many of them we needed. Not one. It's not two. It's not three. Oh, yep, it was three. Alright, this is for our normal Lancer's abilities. So our Lancer ability, our Lancer stuff is done. When we came down here, I thought I saw a purple spot, but I guess not. It's taking us to the East Road. We don't want that. Nothing under the waterfall. But there is a behind here. About to enter an instant battle. Instant battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. You're about to enter a special thing, and of course, I'm going to proceed. And I'm not worried about instant battles, it just means I'm going to do it. I sense something.
Look, someone's already here. Oh dear. Is that a sword in a stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the Green Wrath, you know. Why, the first time I came to the 12s
Is this our dark stranger?
Just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papa Miller's fault, of course. Though, it's... You know him, Kuplo Cop? Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right? How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Cop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow. And this sort of thing happens.
Oh, a treant. Oh, multiple ones. Nice.
It seems we have little choice.
I hope they're ready to fight. Level sync just means it's going to put you at a level for whatever the thing is. since I'm a DPS, the main thing I have to watch out for is when an enemy is attacking, what's it attacking? Get out of where the zone. Stay out of the zone and just fight. I'm side help. I'm a DPS. That's my job.
Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystal liveth in thy heart. tainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixal
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida?
Giant crystals. Can't say I've
Much
seen
the same
any.
as always.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kaboom!
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
Ah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
They could have asked. I would have said I can see them, Mugo. Koopa Koopa? Now here in this fate, they want me to level sync to 5 and kill anoles. So let's level sync and let's get these anoles. We need to get them anyway. once we give over the sword, we can return back to our Lancers Guild. Show that we're got that stuff done. Draco, it is good to see you back. One of the patrol sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I'm relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at the Lifeman Stump? A sword in the stump? And a dead Ixel? Hmm. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixel origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman rituals. The Ixel already set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have been driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple spotting peculiar spectacles? So you've finally been acquainted with Yada and Papilamo. Lay your suspicions at risk. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land and have been with us since the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the wood whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Draco. Although our unknown visitors elude us, still offering our efforts, we have acquired important intelligence in the Ixal threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Quest complete. But I have another quest for you. Draco inquiries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort of to complete an unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chico population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver to Monrangu in Gilbert Spire. He will answer your any inquiries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Alright. I want to see our hunting log. As we say, only show the incomplete, and we know this one's complete. It's still shown because the diorite are not complete. Both have to be complete to go off here. So we got hoglets and diormites to go, and then a tree slug over in the east. We will gain 13, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4,600 when we're all done, plus then another 2,500. So that will be rocking and rolling. But for right now, we need to return to Gardania. go to the Lancers Guild and go see the Master Lancer. Welcome back, Draco, and well done. I trust you are now understand that in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail a lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second part of aspect of Lancer's courage, resolve. When face a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of the words firsthand, I bid you go to the Central Shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirithold. Since Calamity, the neck of the 12 Woods has become a veritable mirage of fearsome fauna. There you'll find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become the haunt for foul creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? To travel that would be to defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will only say this. If you face those foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, report back to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped 2 aspects of courage. I'll bet with some trouble, although I doubt you'll encounter similar difficulties. Her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you may benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Draco, and do as I bid you. Bum bum bum. Hey, Jillian, looking good today. Keep it up. And I think we will just turn here. We will take a seat. Before we sit. We know we're going back to the central shore. We have eggs to query. We have stuff down here to do. And we have not touched the Brunt Bank Meadows here. So, what I'm suggesting is we're going to go down. We'll get the eggs. Maybe give them over. If they want us to give them there. Come down and tune ourselves to come back and get these. It's probably going to be our safest route. Is a straight line here and here. But I think for right at the moment, my dinner's almost ready. I'm going to end this, finish making my dinner, eat, and then I might be back later today or tomorrow. Thank you, and have a good day.